it's mesmerizing to watch. So you've been doing this since 1997. I have to imagine that looping was not that old in 1997. Um, Talk to me a little bit about how you got into it and kind of how you push the boundaries of it.
Well, I got into it pretty organically, and that was just playing hours in like restaurants, in the corners where the the eight top in the restaurant in the corner would finish. Someone would bust the table. I'd help move the table. I'd bring in my Ronco on a stick, my two speakers on stands, and play covers to people that weren't really paying attention. So I wasn't really paying attention to them, and it was just more of wanting to entertain myself more by creating some kind of rhythm to go along to without pushing a button of a sequencer and have it all already there. So it started like that, of just entertaining myself, but without the correct gear. It was with like a delay unit. So I didn't have what's called a tap tempo, to where you step on the button to start playing and then you step on the button for it to repeat. It seems so normal now, but uh, I wasn't really hip to the tap tempo button in the late 90s. And then I saw Victor Wooten, amazing
Okay.
bass player for
Yeah.
uh, the Bela Fleck and the Flecktones. He does lots of solo stuff, and I was able to open for him. I think it was Cincinnati in like '98. I think maybe it's a long, long, long time ago, and I just was mesmerized because he was using the correct gear. He was using something called a Jam Man. It's a rack mount unit that has a tap tempo button to come off of it, and it was just like flawless. And he showed me the correct gear to use. And once I got into that tap tempo, it was like probably 98, and I started to create loops that made sense. And uh, I was able to add in the bass into those loops. Now there's air kind of being moved, from a solo acoustic act to it's like something different's happening. And then yeah, that started to make people dance. And by that time, I was able to open for a String Cheese Incident, and I think about '99 was when kind of the full looping thing really took off for me. Was opening for String Cheese.